Jesus said many awesome things if you look in the Gospels. And then also he had some really hard sayings. And one of those really hard sayings is found in Matthew 5. And I just want to talk about that a bit and welcome. So Matthew 5, Jesus says, verse 27, you have heard it was said, you shall not commit adultery. So that's something that is, that's a law, that's reasonable. Everybody knew that. But then Jesus sort of raises the ante, or we should say it maybe the other way. He just takes it to a far deeper level, like he takes it to a far deeper level, and he says, but I say to you that everyone who looks on a woman to lust for her has committed adultery with her or against her already in his heart. So, wow, what a statement. And that's a hard saying, to hear. And well, we could say, you could say like, ooh, wow, that's really harsh. That's really hard. That's like undoable. That's like impossible to avoid. How would I not look at a beautiful woman that way or something like that, or have desire for another person who is not, how to do that, men or women, alike. And what we need to understand is that Jesus is not like looking for a way to condemn us more. He is giving us a warning. He's telling us something important. He is outlining something for us. He's saying, hey, wake up, this is not this is not a little thing, like do not imagine that you're just doing this. Your adultery kind of just happens. Do not imagine that just sort of happens. It's like thieving, or it's like, well, God forbid, murder, or it's like lying. It's not just, it doesn't just happen. There is like a preceding step. There is like a previous move before that. So like adultery, yes. No, absolutely no. But before that, there is something else. There is a look, there is a look that's like there. And Jesus is saying, you need to stop it on this level and not on this level. When you stop it on this level, that's the place to stop it. Probably he's referring to, James 1, 14 and 15, where the word speaks about lust, and lust conceives, and then like don't entertain lust, and then you don't have the problem of the action. So what Jesus is doing here is not, he's giving us a hard saying that is hard to obey, but he is instead telling us that this has like some roots where it starts, and you may not be spotting it, because that's the natural mindset, right? It doesn't matter that I stare at women and I scan them down and up and down, like that's how I live my life. It's not an issue. I just don't cheat on my wife. Well, you have those looks enough, you're going to find someone willing, and then you will cheat on your wife. That's basically what Jesus is saying, I believe. And it's so important that he's saying here, is like do not have a wandering eye. Do not have an eye that's just, like looking around and, no problem about it. But have an agreement with your heart, have an agreement with your eye, and say, okay, I look, and then I don't look again. I'm not interested. Why? Because I don't want to go to this place. I don't want to get to this level. I want to stop it at this level. And that's where Jesus is helping us, because everybody says it's okay, it's not a problem. Look around, we even sell you some newspapers, or whatever, those magazines with women in them, not newspapers, sorry, like magazines with naked women, and that's okay. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're looking at that and you're feeding a lust that will eventually take you to adultery, or just fornication and something dirty. And Jesus is saying, hey, do not have a wandering eye, and do not have, we can talk about it more, a wandering heart. So God bless you. I know that's a little bit of a tough thing to wake up with, but on the other hand, I'm pretty sure it's awesome and helpful. God bless your day.